Well, we've been reporting on the heroin epidemic here in the Capital Region, and for many people, that addiction actually starts out with a prescription from a doctor or a dentist. And in tonight's Your Life, Your Health, Julia Dunn reveals what one local dentist is doing to stop that.
It's a part of my day-to-day. Like, you wake up, you take a pain pill, you go to class, you come back, oh, it hurts again, you do it again.
I sat down and spoke to a former prescription drug addict. He's from the Capital Region, 21 years old. We're respecting his wish to remain anonymous. He says his addiction started after leg surgery. He got hooked on Percocets, taking several a day.
Started adding up to the point where I no longer could keep up with it. And then I started seeking elsewhere, trying to find it elsewhere.
So it's like you couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah.
He's been clean for months now, but it scares him to think what could have happened if his addiction had continued. He says the road to heroin addiction is through abusing prescription drugs, when an addict runs out of pills.
That drug dealer might have a week where he can't get pills, but he can get heroin. And he'll say, I have this, and these people think like, no, it's not for me, but you need to get it. You're compulsed, and they say, just this once. I'll do the heroin, he'll have pills next week.
Dr. Matthew Clementi is taking his own action against the local heroin epidemic. Once writing 15 to 20 pain pill scripts a day for patients that underwent oral surgery, his dental practice in Troy stopped prescribing narcotics 18 months ago.
We stopped getting phone calls from patients asking for more narcotics. It just doesn't happen anymore. And we don't have any more angry patients coming in here who want to literally choke me to get more narcotics.
Clementi says he and other local physicians realized that they were becoming a source for addicts, and it wasn't just their patients.
One of the problems I've seen is I've seen parents get angry when at the very beginning at the oral surgery consult, they say, my son's going to need a narcotic. He hasn't even had any pain yet, and the parent's already is asking for narcotics. And in those instances, I see that maybe the parent is the one who's looking for the narcotic.
Going narcotics-free hasn't cost him business. He says his patients like it, especially parents worried their kids may get addicted.
These aren't like hardened criminals that you would think like, oh, a heroin addict. These are suburban, like really good kids who just like, it's hard to turn to a parent and be like, yeah, I feel like I can't not take these pills without being like labeled as this, like you are a junkie.
In Troy, Julia Dunn, CBS 6.
And Dr. Clementi is hoping that other dentists and physicians will follow his lead on this. He says he's actually even written a letter to local practices informing them of the reasons behind changes at his practice. And coming up in just a few minutes here at 5:30, you'll find out the action taken by the state Senate today that could help fight heroin and opioid addiction.